to the chorus. Go ahead, be gone with it. 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 Go ahead, be gone with it.
Morning, Landon. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. We're fixing to get underway here in just a few minutes. Get our day number 2 kicked off. I believe everybody's already flipped and everything. So now they're just working on putting the matchups together. Guys, do me a favor and share the stream. I greatly appreciate it. Facebook and YouTube. Here, so you have to go to the bar. Doing the live stream for the tournament. I would just go to the bar. Thank you. Appreciate it.
If you would take pictures of your team while they're playing and post it. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, folks. This is Bobby GZ and Easy coming to you straight out of Racks Billiards in Sanford, Florida. We got another good matchup for you guys. Another 5 match series. Whoever wins the most out of 5 matches. Now that's over with. We have Team Boys in the Wood versus Team On the Racks. Nick Larson at the table right now. Fargo's 398. His opponent's Jason Class. Fargo rate 423. Jason has to go to 44 points before Nick gets to his 40 points. Should be a pretty good matchup here. Team on the Racks plays out of naturally Racks Billiards right here in Sanford, and Boys in the Wood plays out of Euphoria in Winter Park. Be a good lineup here. Finish eating my breakfast, and I'll be right back. We'll do that one when this one doesn't have anything going on it. This is going to be the feature table. And if they're like at a standstill or something, then I'll switch it over to that. All right, here we go, folks. Get ourselves a little technical battle going on right now. I think that the timeout was a good timeout, but I think Nick was playing to make the three ball. I think needed to hit it with a little bit of needed to hit it with a little bit of right spin to try to get the cue ball to come out towards the center of the table. But he ends up hitting it too full in the face, and it just kind of stopped right there. Gave Jason a pretty good cut shot to make the one ball, but he elects to play safe. And there's nothing wrong with that. A good safety is just as good as a good offensive shot, especially when your opponent only has one ball left on the table and you've got three. So you can pick and choose when you want to, basically whenever you want to attack. So Jason's definitely being patient at the moment. So let's see if it pays off. Nick's trying to spin around the 8. Don't think he can make the 10 balls. It's probably going to hit the 3. If he does hit it and push it right back out of the pocket, he's got to hit it really good. So let's see how he does here. I think he had too much jab and not quite enough spin on the ball. Jason comes to the table, ball in hand, 3 balls left on the table, and he's got a really nice lineup here. Let's see if he can keep a string on this cue ball and finish his first rack out for the match of the day. First rack, first match, second day. Nice touch there on the 1 ball. It's got a little bit more angle than I'd want on the 6, but he should be okay. Oh, he gets a fortunate roll there off of the 8 ball, and that keeps him with a little bit better shot than what it could have been. Jason takes the first rack here, 14-6 for Team Boys into Wood. Here we go. Nick Larson to break, rack number 2, trailing his match 6-14. Nick needs to get to 40 points before Jason gets to 44. 14 points a rack could add up really fast. So Nick's got to make sure that he tries to hold this, basically hold his serve here. At least to stay within firing range, I guess you could say. He can get this rack, that'll put him at 20 points. So that'll help him keep from getting too far down. So Nick has a wide open table. That was an excellent break. Almost makes the 8 on the break. And as you know, our rules, 8 does not count on the break. If you do make the 8 on the break without scratching, you can spot the 8 up and continue to shoot from there. Or if you don't like the lineup, in this case, naturally you would because the table's completely wide open. But if you didn't like the lineup, you can always re-rack and re-break again. And you cannot win or lose in our format on the break. So if you make the 8, spot it up. If you scratch on the break, you just get ball in hand, spot the 8, and get ball in hand anywhere. And your opponent has the same option. If he likes the layout, he can take it. If not, he can re-rack and re-break. Only a scratch on the 8 on the break. So each game is worth 14 points for the win. And the opponent that does not win gets 1 point for each ball that he has made. And that's how you pretty much do our scoring system with the Fargo rate. And if you'll notice throughout the weekend, this is what I like about the Fargo. Most of your matches are going to go hill. So naturally, everyone really, truly does have a chance to win, no matter who you're playing against. The Fargo rate balances the skill levels out pretty good. If I do say so myself, been doing this for about 8-9 years with the Fargo now, and I think everybody's really happy with the way the system works. And like I said, everybody truly does have a chance to win, no matter what your skill level is, and no matter what skill level you play. The Fargo is going to balance out to where you have a chance to win if you're playing, even if you're playing a 500 or 600 rated player. All right, so Nick has the stripes. He's already made 4 of them, so he's only got 3 left. So if he can finish this rack off and get a win, that probably pretty much really close to even with Jason. Jason gets a good roll there off of the one ball. Pushes the 5 towards the corner pocket. Everything looks really good for Jason, except for the 6 and the 3 that's tied up together. So Jason's going to need to figure out a way to get those two balls broken apart and try to get some kind of shot on it. Looks like that's what he was trying to do right there. That was a good attempt. Didn't quite get there, and he's looking at it now, not really seeing anything. Two rails right here. Looks like he tried it again. That's a very good attempt for Jason. Now I believe he's got no choice but to try to get it broken open because he doesn't have a hit on anything else on the table. Don't think he can hit the 2 ball. All right, they're calling a timeout. Tonio's going to mark him up, I guess, and make sure he knows where to hit the rail at to make contact with the 6 and the 3. I like kicking at the 3 ball, I mean the 6 ball. Catch the back of the 6 just right, the cue ball's probably going to go up table for him and at least leave something long for Jason. I mean for Nick. He's got the right idea from what he's trying to explain to Jason. Kick behind the 6 and the cue ball drift up table. At least nothing else, leave a long shot for Nick. See how he plays it out. All right. He got the result he was looking for. Don't think he wanted to push the 3 in front of the 8. Luckily, he didn't hit it any harder. That could have been devastating. Hopefully, everyone's having a great morning out there. I know it's a little early. Not used to playing pool this early in the morning, but hey, me either. Got to do what we got to do, though. Guys, do me a favor and hit like on the stream if you don't mind. I would certainly appreciate it. The little heart button, the little share button. I am trying to get to 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel before the end of this year, basically the end of this month. And I am less than 10 away. So you guys can do me a favor and share the YouTube channel stream for me. Get some of your friends to subscribe to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Been working on getting to 2,000 subscribers pretty much all year. Um, anyhow, Jason's got too busy looking at the Facebook stream and whatnot to see what everybody's up to, and didn't actually see what happened on a 3 ball. But whatever it is, it worked out pretty good. Trying to do here. Oh, okay. Didn't know he had room to make it, but I guess he did. Nicely done. And he's got himself in a little bit of trouble now. kick at the 2, and he's going to have to kick it very softly. Definitely doesn't want to run into the 8 ball and make it, because it would be a loss of game. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, nice kick by Jason. Nicely done by Jason. When Nick still has 3 balls on the table, he shouldn't have a problem clearing them out now. He's got the perfect shot here on the 13 ball. Might be a little too straight, so he's probably going to have to do something with it to either get on the 11 or the 9. I like trying to get on the 11 ball. Going high ball, so he must not be too straight. Well, not sure if that's quite what he was trying to work out there. He hit it good. Needed a little bit of right English on that to get it out to the center of the table. I believe he's going to have to play safe. I'm pretty sure the 2 does not go past the 8, so if he can just touch the 9 ball and leave the cue ball right there, that should be a pretty good shot to leave Jason. Drift his cue ball right here and just barely touch the 9 and get a rail. I don't see him making this 2 ball past the 8. Definitely wouldn't do anything with the 11 ball. You don't hit the 11 ball just perfect. You're probably going to leave Jason some kind of shot here on the 2 ball. Well, he did pretty much what I was saying. I think I'd have just done it with the 9 ball. Unless he couldn't see the 9, but it looked like he could. Either way, Jason's got a tough shot here on the 2. Does offer position if he can run this 2 ball down the rail. He shouldn't scratch. He might have blocked the pocket. Not sure if the 11 goes past the 2. It doesn't look like it does. He's looking at it right now. If it does, then he'll have a nice out here. But the way he's looking at it, maybe it doesn't go. Quite see the line he's got on the 11, but it's very close. There's a small possibility this 11 might squeeze behind the around the 2. Let's see what he does with the cue ball here. Now that should tell you everything. He's going to go around the 11. Hey, look at that. Friendly nudge. Friendly nudge. Well, position is automatic. Just don't scratch. Which the scratch is not there unless you put below center cue ball. We can just bear down and make this ball. He's going to have automatic position. All right, so he's hitting high ball, so he shouldn't have no problem as far as the scratch is concerned. Just got to bear down and put this ball in the hole. Nicely done. Figured he might have hit it a little bit harder than that, but he should be okay as long as he doesn't follow it up with a scratch. Just got to slow roll this ball. Don't even hit it hard enough to go to the end rail. That way you don't have to worry about the scratch. Good speed. He puts it in the hole. There you go. Team on the racks is on the board again. 14-6, so we basically have a tie ball game here. There we have it, 20-20, dead even heat. So basically, whoever wins this rack is going to get on the hill first. 14 points for Nick. That's going to put him at 34. Actually, it puts them both at 34. So either way, whoever gets the first this next rack will be on the hill first. And in our format, if both players get on the hill at the same time, naturally that's called a hill thriller. So no matter what the score is, it's kind of like a sudden death rack, basically. Whoever wins that last rack will win the match, regardless of how many points you have. That's only if it goes hill. Definitely a great break for Jason. And again, another a nice wide open table. The only issues I'm seeing right now is the three ball, but he has a couple opportunities here to get it open a little bit. And I believe he tried to do it right there and ended up missing the six ball at the same time. Doing my thing right here at Lights Out Streaming for the USA Pool League. Right. What to do, what to do. Really see anything easy here. I don't know if the 14 goes between the 6 and 12. It doesn't look like there's enough room to cut the 11 in the side, but he's calling it. So let's see, maybe there is. It looks awfully tight. I am sitting directly behind the 11. Okay, he's going to, I'm sure what, let's go back cut the 14 maybe? He can afford to overcut it. Wow. What a shot that was. That was not easy by no means, by the way. That was nicely done. I'm sure what, let's go back cut the 14 maybe? Look at the angle. He can afford to overcut it. Wow. What a shot that was. That's awesome. Great shot from Nick. So now, again, in a difficult situation here. 15 balls, really ugly. Almost nudged up against the 8 ball right there in the side pocket. So he's going to try to bank this 9. He could get lucky and clip the top of the 8 and still make the 9 and break open his ball at the same time. Maybe that's what he's thinking about doing. Let's see how he hits it. This would be another Kodak moment if he pulls this one off. And he does not. He's lucky he didn't hit the 15 square in the face and make the 8 ball. It almost looked like he was playing safe altogether on that. Hopefully you guys can hear the stream okay. Hopefully the visuals look pretty good for you guys. You guys have any problems, please send me a message. Hit me up on Messenger or leave a comment in the chat box. Either way. I'm not looking at the chat box, but I am trying to go back to it from time to time in case something popped up on it. So just let me know if something doesn't look right. Should be streaming in 1080p. Sound quality should be on point. Seems like everything's running perfectly clear on my end. Hopefully everything is running exactly the same for you guys. Don't forget to share the stream for me. Show the world what the USA Pool League is all about. So we started out with 32 teams last night. No one got put out as of yet. I'm sure there might be a team or two dropping out tonight. So definitely, yeah, share the stream for me. We have 4 teams that's going to win a trip to Vegas to play in the USA Pool League National Championships at the Rio Hotel and Casino, which they are in the process of however you call it, renovating all the rooms and whatnot. It's definitely come a long way in the last couple of years that we've been there. We stayed in one of the newer rooms, or renovated rooms, this year, earlier, which was pretty nice. I think you guys will enjoy the renovations once it's all completed, but they are still in the mix of getting it done. All right, so Jason's basically got a wide open table here, except for the 8 ball. He's going to have to try to develop something with this 8. Otherwise, he's just going to be running all these balls out for Nick. But more than likely, whoever breaks this 8 ball open first is probably going to lose. So let's see what Jason has in store for this lineup here. Straight in on the 4. Probably going to get straight in on the 5, which he pretty much does. And the only thing I really see, maybe a bank shot on the 8. Might be able to bank it around the 15 in the corner where the cue ball is now. Let's see what Jason has in mind here. Well, he drew his cue ball back, so I'm not really sure what his plan was. Definitely doesn't bank in the side. 12 balls in the way. So I think if I was Nick, I would definitely not. I wouldn't make any more balls. I would just set up like the 11 ball. I would just set it up in front of a pocket and let Jason deal with it. The more balls you make, the more trouble you're going to get yourself in. Also, in our format, the USA Pool League format, this is a very good strategic move. In our format, you are allowed to call safe and make one of your balls. which he should have did that on the 11. Now, the 9 ball and the 15 ball left. He needs to play safe. Doesn't look like he's playing safe. Really surprised no one's giving him a timeout. Surprised nobody's actually calling to get the hit watched. Tell him. You got to tell him. Be safe than sorry. He's going to want me to watch the hit, so I'm going to go over there and check it out. Well, it was definitely a good hit. Just like I said earlier, whoever break opens the 8 ball first loses, and that's exactly what was supposed to happen there. Jason got a little carried away on the 5 ball and left himself jacked up over the 15, and that kind of did him in. So Nick, once again, just needs to come with one good shot. Doesn't have to worry about position anywhere, as long as he doesn't end up at the bottom of the pocket. Cut this ball in. It's going to be a shoe-in for his win and get on the hill first. There you go, folks. Nicely done. Nice cut shot there by Nick. Can't ask for anything better than that. It's going to be a 14-7 win for Nick Larson. Nicely done. Nice cut shot. Nick is on the hill first. Score's been updated. Jason Class has 27 and Nick Larson has 34. Nick technically does not have to finish this rack. Nick only needs 6 points to win. So if he gets 6 balls, that gives him 6 points, and he doesn't have to win this rack to win the match. They do have to finish. Once the rack is broken, you must finish the rack. Any points you get additional Well, it's just a bonus. Good break there by Nick. Fortunately, yeah, okay. Didn't see the one ball sitting there. Got a few items kind of blocking my view there a little bit. Not looking at the monitor. So Nick has a great layout once again. Um, well, he's got the 5 ball he's got to deal with. The 8 ball's blocked by the 9. And not sure if the 4 goes past the 11, but it definitely goes past the 9. So everything is pretty much wide open. Just got to deal with the 5 ball and got to deal with the 8 ball at some point, sooner rather than later. I believe all he has right now is the 7 ball. Going to be hard getting position from the 7. Kind of a tight gap the way he's looking at right now, trying to get the cue ball to fit right in that gap, which means he's probably going to be jacked up a little over the 8 ball if he does hit that gap. Let's see how he hits this ball. Assuming he's going to be hitting it at a very slow pace. Let his cue ball drift forward as he does. There you go. He will be jacked up over the 8. I think he just stunned this ball. I'm not sure if he straight in or not. That 5 might go in the other side pocket. It's hard to tell from this angle. He got absolutely perfect position on that 6 ball. Nicely done. All right, got me called for another hit. Watch, I'll be right back. 5 ball go past these? That's what he was trying to do, thread the needle. I don't think that 5 ball went through there like that. Not to make it. It was a good attempt. At least it's open now. And Jason's definitely got the heat going now. He's in dire need to run these balls out, force a hill situation. Because if Nick makes one more ball, that will give him his 6 points that he needs to win the match. Then Jason's just going to have to try to win the game at least to help his team get some points on the board. So it's not a complete, it's not really a disaster, but just try to get some more points for his team. The more the merrier. Anytime you can get close to getting all of your points in your match, even if you do lose, at least those points will help the team. Maybe, who knows, maybe they can do the same thing in the next round. and go in their favor, and that'll tie the ball game up once again. Now Jason's looking pretty good. If he can clear these last 3 balls out, that's going to force a hill situation here, which is what we all like to see, except for the 2 players themselves. He's got a nice angle here on the 14. Shouldn't have a problem hitting this ball to the top rail and back out to the center of the table. So if he cuts this ball here, cue ball should go here, anywhere in this vicinity right here. See how he hits it. Oh, he tried to force it too much. Tried to force it way too much. And this is probably going to do him in for the match anyways. Still a possibility he can win the rack though. But he really needed to finish it off right there to force a hill. Then it could have been anybody's game. So if Nick makes this 1 ball, he's definitely going to win the match. And now if he can just finish off this game and keep Jason from making the rest of the balls, then Nick's team will have the upper hand. Not only the bonus points, get the 100 for the win and plus the bonus points. Well, he did miss the 4, but left Jason in a bad spot, so Jason's going to need a good roll here. He's cutting the 14 in. He could run into the 8 and get the 8 open, which is what he's going to need. He did get the 8 open, but he did not make the 14. So Nick's got an easy duck, 2 easy ducks. As long as he doesn't hit the cue ball too hard and get stuck behind the 14, it's going to be another gimme for Nick. He hits at perfect speed. That's going to give Nick an additional 14 points for his team. Jason gets 6. So Jason ends up with 33 points. So he's only missing his points by 11 points. So times 2, that's 22 points. Plus Nick gets the 100 for the win. So he just got his team 122 points. Nicely done. Don't forget, guys, Lights Out Streaming is sponsored by No Quit Apparel. Check them out.
To the chorus. Go ahead, be gone with it. 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 Even though I forgot, know that won't keep us apart. Baby, I know, I'm making you up. If you are loving good, anything you want, baby, bring it back.
All right, we're going to watch the standby table until we get our next matchup. Looks like Antonio's getting a timeout with Jimmy Antronetta. Antonio's going to have to swing his cue ball. 3 rails. Anywhere where he just pointed on the table, that's going to be great position. Nice smooth delivery is what it takes here. Don't try to force your cue ball. Let the spin do all the work for you. Just like that. Look at that. Came up a little short on that. It needed a little bit more follow through and a little less power. That. What a shot. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. So close. So close. Almost scratched. It's a good shot by Antonio. Really good shot. All right, here we go, folks. Welcome back. This is Bobby GZ and Heezy coming to you straight out of Rack Villiers in Sanford, Florida. You guys are watching the Central Florida USA Pool League. This is 8-ball teams Vegas Cup Championships. We have 32 teams. 4 of the 32 are going to win a trip to Vegas to go play in the USA Pool League and represent Central Florida out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's going to be a fun time. I go every year. Win or lose, I'm going. But I do have a 10-ball team that's going. That's about all I had this year. Win the trip. My 9-ball teams and 8-ball teams, none of those actually made it. So I'll be representing the USA Pool League in the 10-ball fashion come mid-February. All right, so here we have Ryan Ford for Team Boys in the Wood versus Jonathan Ramirez for Team On the Racks. Jonathan's Fargo's 281 and Ryan's is 407. So it's quite a bit difference, and this will give you guys the true meaning of the Fargo race. As you can tell, Ryan's a 407 Fargo, so he has to go to 41 points versus Jonathan's 281 Fargo, which means he only needs to go to 27 points. So that is just under 2 racks. You get 14 points for each rack that you win, or 1 point per ball that you make if you don't win. So let's see how Ryan holds up with the added pressure here. He's basically got to get what is it? Not too good at math this early in the morning, but looks like about 15. It's actually only 14, but anywho, Ramirez is at the or Jonathan Ramirez is at the table right now. Fuck is he shooting? Not sure what he's shooting at the moment. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the live stream. Do me a favor and go over to my YouTube channel. Share the stream for me. Currently at about 1,991 or 92 subscribers at the moment. Trying to reach 2,000 before the end of this month. So if you guys could help me out and share my YouTube channel, that would greatly be appreciated. Let's see what we're looking at here, just to be exact. All right, so I have 1,991 subscribers. I need 9 more subscribers to hit my 2,000 mark. So if you guys could help a brother out, that would be delightful. You know what I'm saying? Share it to your family, share it to your friends, all that good stuff, or just share it to whoever. That helps too. All right, so we have Ryan at the table right now. And let's see, we've got, he's shooting the solids. He's got a nice shot here on the 6 ball. Doesn't look like the 5 goes past the 14. It is very close, and I'm sitting right behind it. He might be able to slow roll it. If he can do that, he can make the 6, roll forward, shoot the 5, roll forward. That should nudge the 2 to an opening. Oh, he hit that a little too hard, but he might be okay. Let's see what he's got here. If he's got the 2 ball, he's looking at the 2. Not sure if it goes past the 8. Got a pretty good line on it. Not sure if it goes. Like he's got dead perfect in the gap, so obviously the 2 probably doesn't go. So he's looking at the 5 ball now. The 5 does go, but you've got to hit it. There's no wiggle room on the 5. Actually, that's the only way that 5 goes in is wiggle it into the pocket. So you got to just barely miss the 14. It might catch the point, but it should still go in as long as you don't hit it too hard. He's looking at it again. I believe it will go. Got to hit it really, really good. There we go. Let's see if we can get it done. We can just miss the 14. It should go in, and it's going to open up the 2 ball. Oh, look at that. How good did he hit that ball, folks? Unbelievable. Wow. I cannot believe that ball did not go. There we go. Let's see if we can get it done. We can just miss the 14. It should go in,
touch a
and it's going
rail.
to open up the 2 ball. Oh, look at that.
Or
How
did
good
it?
did he hit that
Oh,
ball,
yeah, it
folks?
did touch the rail just a little bit.
Unbelievable. Cannot believe that ball did not go. Maybe had it not touched the rail, it probably would have went in. But like I said, I thought it needed to wiggle in anyway, so he just a hair more power, that ball would have went in. It's very unfortunate for Ryan. But what do we got here? Looks like Jonathan just left himself in a bad situation here. Don't think Jonathan has a shot. Maybe a bank shot on the 13? Cross side bank? I think so. Here. Did not see him call the pocket. Okay, so he's not playing it. Playing a safety. Maybe he forgot about the two balls hanging in the pocket too, so I think he had to shoot that ball. All right, so here we go. Straight in on the 4. Just going to have to get it off the rail just a little bit to get an opening on the 5 ball. Well, that was a lot of bit, but I still think it might work. Rail first. Can't hit this too hard because you want to play position for the 4 in the side pocket. So if you can just barely clip the edge of this ball, go rail first. I mean, very slow. Catch it right there and try to get the cue ball to stop right here. That would be ideal. You don't want to go past the 4 because it doesn't go past the 14 in that corner where the 5 is going in. So you got to hit this about as soft as you possibly can. Hope it doesn't drift behind the 14 ball. Too hard. It needed to be about half that speed. I think he had the right idea, just overhit the ball. Hard to, that's one thing about having a ball in the jaws of the pocket. It's very hard to judge the speed on how fast it's actually going to come off the rail like that. So you almost just have to hit it almost as slow as you possibly can just to get it to travel only a foot. And that's not easy to do when you go rail first. All right, so let's see what he's got planned for this 4 ball. And I don't even think he's got any kind of bank. So maybe just going to try to position the cue ball where it'll be difficult for Jonathan. Speaking of Jonathan, oh, I didn't think that ball would bank there. Looked like the 8 ball was in the way. And speaking of Jonathan, I just noticed I've got his name misspelled, so let me fix that real quick. There we go, that should look better. Apologize for that. Just now noticed that. Anyhow, we got it corrected. All right. This will be a good shot if he can pull this one off. He's calling a 1 rail kick, trying to make the 8 ball right here. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was very, very close. You cannot make the 8 out of turn or that's a loss of game. So he's very fortunate it didn't drop in the side pocket. Good attempt, though. Didn't realize that Ryan was trying to bank that 4 ball. It didn't even look like it went past the 8, but it did. And apparently he called it because he still got to shoot. All right, so Jonathan's going to have to play some good strategic pull here to make sure he can get out without giving Ryan a shot on the 8 ball. He's got a nice setup here. Get back out to the center of the table and shoot the 14 in the corner. If he overruns his position, he can shoot the 12. If he overruns that position, he can shoot the 10. The only thing you don't want to do is end up in the bottom of that pocket. So, not sure what he's left himself here. I think he still has a shot on the 10 ball. Says his heart's beating pretty fast. It would be. Mine would be too. That ball was real close to scratching. But I think Jonathan does have a shot here on the 10 ball. Looks like he has a small angle here too, so that should give him position for the 12 or the 14. All just depends on how hard he hits it. All right. So naturally, you know, the younger skilled players, they're going to want to shoot the 12 ball first, but unfortunately, it's going to run into the 14. He's going to have to hope he has a shot on it afterwards. But if it were me, I would go ahead and cut the 14 in, and that makes the 12 ball a lot easier. So let's see what Jonathan chooses. Looks like he's shooting the 14. So that's definitely the right shot. You just got to be confident that you can make it, especially being on the rail like that. All right, he shot the 12. Shot the 12. Got a nice little nudge on the 14, actually. He's not straight in, but he's not far from it. But it is a long shot, even though it is a bar table. He's still shooting this thing almost every bit of 7 feet. So either way you look at it, the 14 ball's got a long ways to travel to get into the pocket. But on a good note, position is automatic as long as he doesn't stop the cue ball. And it looked like he's hitting the bottom of the cue ball, so this is not going to be too good for him if he does make it. All right, he was going high. It looked like he was going bottom when I first seen it, but either way, nice shot on the 14 ball. And he has a small little back cut on the 8. Anything could happen here. If Jonathan can take this first rack, and that's going to put a whole bunch of pressure on Ryan. Oh, does not happen. Now it looks like Ryan's going to take the first rack, and Jonathan's going to get the 7 points. It wasn't the easiest of back cuts, especially being that close to the rail. There you have it, folks. Ryan takes the first rack. So that kind of pretty much evens up the score here for Ryan. All right, here we go. Back at the action. Got a little distracted there. So Ryan's at the table. Looks like he's getting ready to shoot the 6 ball. Top right corner pocket. So close, so close. Well, he's got a pocket blocker there now, so as long as he keeps that there, Jonathan's going to have to deal with the 12 ball and the 11 and the 10 for that matter. So the balls are looking pretty good for Ryan at the moment. He's just going to have to wiggle his way down there and get the 8 and the 5 ball open. I think the 3 goes past the 14, even if he has to go rail first. That's probably why Jonathan's leaving the 14 ball there. Might be touching that 15 ball, so I think Ryan still has a shot on the combination. 7 to the 6. Calling a 7 in the side pocket. Not really sure why he would attempt that when he has an easy combination with the 6 ball hanging in the pocket. All right. So now he just set up a pocket blocker for himself. So if I was Jonathan, I would definitely leave the 14 ball right there where it is and take something else like the 10 ball. Kind of a big mess right there in the middle where the 10, 11, 8, 5, and 12 is. Just comes up a little short on that one. Try the 6 ball once again. Needs to go real first on this to get around the 4 ball. Wow. Well, you could just do it like that. That works. Got a 4-3 combination. Still got to deal with this 5 ball, and he's looking at it. It looks like he's lining up the 8 ball. So he's going to have to be sensitive when he goes into it to make sure he doesn't hit it hard enough to make the 8. Taking on the 4-3 combination. Should have a shot on the 4 after this. He's hitting the ball really hard. It almost seemed like he was trying to break open the 5-8, but he missed the combo in the process. I'll be right back, folks.
Right, and we're back at Rex. It is beautiful 65 degrees outside. Beautiful day for billiards, really. Table's running smooth, cutting like butter. Some technical difficulties, but we'll get this sorted out. So today we've got Boys in the Wood, Ryan Ford representing, and on the Rex, Jonathan Ramirez. Numbers people on that right away. Oh, what a smooth cut. Now, he's overcut it a little bit here. I think he wanted to be a little straighter on the side. He got a little quick there. He wasn't ready. Kept it sidelines. Needs to quiet him down a little. Quiet those inner voices that make you miss shots.
Even though I forgot, know that won't keep us apart. Baby, I know, I'm knocking you up. If you are loving good, anytime you want, baby, bring my body back.
All right. Welcome back, folks. This is Bobby G. Hazy coming to you straight out of Rack's Billiards in Sanford, Florida. All right. You guys are watching the Central Florida USA Pool League 8-ball Teams Vegas Cup Championships. We have this is the third match of a 5-match series. Playing for Team Boys in the Wood is Gavin Fitzpatrick, which has got the break, winner of the lag. His par goes 443. And his opponent for Team On the Rocks is Jack Samber. Fargo rate 340. So Jack has to go to 33 points before Gavin gets to 47. Gavin just had a really good break. Unfortunately, the cue ball went in as well. Jack comes to the table with a wide open table and ball in hand. All right, so Jack's trying to make his decision on what he wants to start this rock off with. All right, somebody's calling me for a hit watch. I'll be right back. All right. So this is a winner's bracket match. These guys won their first round yesterday, so they're still in the winner's bracket. So the loser goes to the one loss side. Gets to keep grinding. Try to make it to the end. Jack's looking at the back cut here on the 14. I mean, he's got a lot of other balls to shoot, so definitely wouldn't take on the 14 for sure. So he's going for the 15 combination, looks like, or the 11. All right, he didn't need a combination. That's a very nice cut there for Jack. Now he's got a nice setup for the 14 now, or the 10 in the middle of the table. He's going to need to do something about the 8 ball. Doesn't go past the 2, so if he shoots the 13 ball last, he might be in a little bit of trouble there, trying to get onto the 8 from that angle. So Gavin's got to make something happen here. His balls are wide open. Just got to make sure he doesn't get his cue ball in trouble. He should be okay. It's a 443 Fargo, so he shouldn't have a problem running these balls out. His only problem is getting the cue ball in trouble. As long as he doesn't do that, he should be okay. It's very close to doing it there on that one particular shot. Luckily, the cue ball rolled enough to get past the 8 ball. So Gavin's got the 2. He needs to come back out towards the center of the table. Then he'll have the 5, 3, 6. I mean, there's numerous shots to choose. He just kind of got in that one spot where nothing's really very easy. I mean, it's makeable, and he does make it. Gets a nice bump off the 8 ball and gets perfect on the 3. So if we can just get his cue ball out of there, shoot the 6, then the 5, and then the 8. It'll be a nice finish for Gavin on this rack to get his match kicked off on a good note. Uh-oh. Like I said, got to keep that cue ball out of trouble. And right now he's going to be jacked up over the 15. All right, he's not jacked up. So we're going to have to this one slow and hope the 13 doesn't block him. All right, got a good nudge off the 13. That should get Gavin his first rack of 14 points. Jack will get 3 points, as he does. 14-3. So that helps Gavin get pretty much caught up with Jack now. There's Ruben getting timeout from Soda Pop. Ruben was helping me out in the commentator's box last night. Did quite well. Trying to figure out what's the best way to clear this rack so she can get the 8 ball first over there. Meanwhile, back on the feature table here, we have Gavin. It's got ball in hand. Jack scratched on the break. See what Gavin decides to do to get this rack started off. Shooting the 7 through the hole there. Yep, he sure is. Nicely done. That's one troubled ball that he's already gotten taken care of, and it looks like he'll be taking care of the 3 ball now. If that's the case, well, that pretty much opens up the rest of the rack for Gavin. We can get the 6 ball in. We need the only other difficult position-wise shot would be the 1 ball. We can get the cue ball anywhere about where the 11 is. He'll be able to shoot the 1. All right, maybe the 1 goes past the 9. It sure didn't look like it, but not looking at the monitor, it looks like it does. So if he can take care of the 1 now, and he does, this is looking really good now. I like him to get shaped for the 5 ball rather than the 2 ball. That way he can use the 2 to slide up to the middle of the table for the 6 and give him an easy shot on the 8. Now he's going to have to thread the cue ball here, thread the needle. Probably try to get in between the 12 and the 8 out to the center of the table for the 6 and the side. Oh, look at that. Got a fortuitous nudge there on the 10 ball. And that also opened up the 8 ball. Gavin left himself pretty long on it, but he should be okay with it. Very fortunate to have it wide open like it is. And he takes it down, so that gives him a table run. 14-0. We call that a win zip. Nicely done by Gavin. Worked his way through that rack quite nicely. Bumps his score up to 28. Jack still at 3. Jack desperately needs this rack. Let's go back to Ruben again as she just misses that 12 ball. All right, here we go. Gavin the break. Rack number 3. He's ahead in this match, 28-3. 28 going to 47 and 3 going to 33. So Jack is desperately needs this rack. At least just nothing else, just to let Gavin know that he is still in this match. Ball just barely drops. Looks like he's going for the 13 inside. That's going to push the cue ball past the 11. There's nothing wrong with that. He always got the 12 ball he can use to get back to the 11 ball. Shoot the 11 ball last. Actually, I kind of like that idea. Go ahead and take care of the 11 now. Got to hit it slow enough to hold position for the 12, and he does. Nicely done by Gavin. All right, let's see if he's got enough angle here. I think he has just enough angle to swing his cue ball around the 6 and 7. for the 15. Or he could try to do a nice draw stroke here, which looked like that's what he's going to do. Well, he tried to do. And he gets a very good nudge off the 8 ball once again. Worked out in his favor, so he's got a nice little small cut shot on the 9. It's not that much, so you just float this ball in, you'll have the cut shot on the 15. Like so. We've got a couple options here. You can go forward or backwards. Me personally, I like coming backwards. Drawing the cue ball with straight bottom English. Draw it off the top rail, back to the bottom, the side rail. So if he shoots this ball like this, the cue ball should come back to hit that rail, then this rail, and anywhere in that vicinity. He's going high, so he's going to be looking at trying. I thought he was going to try to put the cue ball right here. Shoot the 8 right here. But he hit it too hard for that, so now he's in a little predicament here. I believe the 6 ball's got him by a little bit, so he may be forced to go to the top roll and kick at this. Now he's shooting straight at it. There's no pocket for it. He's calling a timeout. I really don't see anything but a kick shot here. Now, if he can touch it, he could probably do that. If he can just thin this 8 ball, thin the 8 right there, and let the cue ball just drift down here. Use the 3 and the 4 as blockers. He could do that. I think that's what he just told him just now. That's the better shot. Anything else, you're going to leave an opening. It's going to be an opening regardless, but couldn't have been an easy one. But this is a pretty easy one for Jack. He's not going to have a problem making this 3 ball. Nice shot on the 3. Not sure if he's got the 7 in the side. It looks like he does. He had it. It's all right. He's got a little nice 2-way there. It's exactly how you play that. 2-way shot. That way, if you miss, you leave nothing on the 8 ball. And he's caught a 1-rail bank here. Doesn't look like he has that much of the 8 ball, but he might. Hard to tell from this angle where I'm setting at. All right, so here's more of a safety. Jack should be trying to shoot the 6 ball and leave the 4 as a blocker for the 8. Call the 4 ball. The only thing I don't like about the 4 ball is if you don't make it, you're leaving your opponent a wide open shot. But he made it, so he's doing good. Now he's got a pretty easy layout here. Shoot the 5, shoot the 7. Oh, he jumped up on his shot. Jumped up really bad on his shot. And left Gavin a very easy straight in 8 ball in the corner pocket as he puts it down. Takes another 14-4. win. Good break by Jack. Made a ball or two on the break. Like the solids are pretty much wide open. All right, Jack's gonna start with the solids. Is a really good pick because the stripes are a little more off, but at the same time, the A ball's right in between them all. So Jack's gonna have to work some magic here to get this A ball open at some point. Other than that, it looks like everything else goes. Looked like he was calling a 6 in the side, but I don't. Didn't look like it went in the side. It was an extreme back cut for sure, and he just laid the cue ball quite perfect for Gavin to get the 14 ball, maybe break up on his other two stripes at the same time. All right. Well, at least he got one of the balls out of there, playing a safety. Not a bad choice. No sense in clearing out too many balls. Always, you can't stress that enough. Don't make too many of your balls until you get an opening to run the rack out, which we all do it from time to time. Forget the big picture. You got to remember, there's always a big picture when it comes to 8 ball. All right, so Jack actually made a pretty decent shot there. Got his 5 ball open, so all his balls go now. But so does Gavin's balls too. So everything is wide open now. So it's going to be about just running the rack out from here. Yeah, he really needed to hit the 8 ball a little bit more fuller to take care of the 12 ball. He's still going to have an opening. He can make the 10 for his second to the last ball. That way he can roll up on the 10 and shoot the 12, and then play position for the 8 ball after the 12. But you got to get there first. Look like he's playing the 9 in the corner pocket. Should have a shot on the 13. He hits it too hard. Well, he still has a shot on the 13, but he also has a shot on the 15. Looks pretty good. Now let's see what he's going to do to get on the 8 ball. Left himself on the rails. He's got no choice but to go forward. Maybe he'll slow roll it and play the 8 in the side. I think that's all it goes. I don't think it goes past the 3. It might. All right. Apparently it does. He's calling the 8. This bottom left corner pocket. It's be a nice run if he can put this one down. It looks looking good. Oh, barely goes in. Wow. What do you know? Okay. That's a very good win for Boys in the Wood. Gavin Fitzpatrick kept his opponent down to, what did he get this rack? Only 2 balls, so he kept his opponent to 9 points. So if you subtract the 9 from 33 that he was supposed to get, what is that, 24? 24 times 2 is 48. So Gavin just got his team 148 points, 100 for the win and 48 for the bonus. Nicely done from Gavin. So now I didn't get to see who actually won the match before that. So let's see what these guys got in store. I'll switch it over to the other table real quick. Starting off with a new match as well. Figure out who they got coming up next on the feature table, and I'll be right back, folks. Welcome back, folks. This is Bobby GZ and Heezy coming to you straight out of Rack's Billiards in Sanford, Florida. Got a great matchup for you guys. It looks like Team Boys in the Wood is up 2 matches to 1 right now. So with that being said, Team on the Racks desperately needs a win. So we have Mike Deere for Team on the Racks versus Antonio Ferrario. Apologize if I screwed that up, which I'm pretty sure I did. Anyhow, Antonio for Boys in the Wood. His Fargo's 469. Mike's Fargo's 484. So he's a little higher than Antonio's. So therefore, he needs to go to 51 points before Antonio gets to 48 points. And I've seen both of these guys play. Both of them play some jam-up pool. So you guys should be in store for a pretty good match here. Do me a favor if you don't mind and hit that little blue thumbs up button. Send me some hearts and share the stream. Send the link to your family and friends for my YouTube channel if you don't mind. I am trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And right now I'm currently at 1991. So I need 9 more subscribers between today and tomorrow. That would be awesome. If I could get them today, that would be even, is this a word? More awesomer? I don't think that's a word, but it sure sounded good. But anyhow, you guys could hook a brother up. I would be so grateful. So, that being said, let's go see what my current subscription is at the moment. Should have a ticker on there, but I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. But one day when I have more time to mess with it, I'll figure all that stuff out. Okay, so I gained another one. So I'm up to 1992 right now. So I need 8 more subscribers to help me out here. 8 more subscribers to reach my 2,000 goal for this year. That would be spectacular. We could make that happen. All right, so Antonio's got a nice run going until I just said that. And now we have a wide open table here. All right, here we go. Got a little distracted there. Looks like there's still a lot of solids left on the table, so Mike wasn't able to do a whole lot with it apparently. And Antonio's got a nice pattern here. 11, 14 to the 15, and every time I brag on him, kaplunk. That's all I get. Kaplunk. Right, so Mike Deer's going to have to make something happen here. He's got a really good opportunity here. Perfect position on this one ball. Needs to draw it straight back for the 7 in the side or the 5. He's got an angle. Okay, so he's going around it. That's not bad. That's not bad. He still has a shot. He's got the 15. I mean, the 7. He's got the 7. He can shoot up table, draw the cue ball to the side rail, and play the 5 in the same pocket or play the 5 in the side, depending on where the cue ball gets. Just a little stun shot's all you need here. A little harder than he needed to. And where's it going to stop? All right, well, that's going to be an advantage for him, believe it or not, for the moment. All right, so he called safe right out of the gate, and that's pretty smart for Antonio. Uh, he's uh, he's thinking ahead, which is really good, and he's going to force probably Mike to get that 7 ball out of there eventually. Oh, that was so close, so close. All right, so Antonio's got ball in hand, and if the 14 goes, he needs to take it. And I think still not going to be an easy run out, especially with the 7 ball blocking the pocket for the 8. Got to go watch a hit. Be right back. Tell you what, couldn't hit that ball any better. Well, maybe he could have hit it a little better. Maybe not quite as hard, but he did get his 8 ball open. But the 14 does not go past the 5, so he's going to play shape on the short side, as he does quite nicely. What a shot that was. All right, just need a smooth stroke now. Hit it with high cue ball. Just let it drift anywhere past the side pocket, and that's going to be golden. Just got to bear down and follow it through, as he does. For a minute, I thought the cue ball was going to rest on the point of the side pocket. He is very fortunate there. It was a good shot. All right, I got to go watch another hit. Be right back. All right, look what we got here. Mike Deer gets a very nice roll here because he was definitely supposed to lose that rack. And he gets the first rack down over Antonio. That was definitely an upset for Antonio. He played absolutely perfect position there, only to miss the 8 ball. Luckily, they're going into the high 40s, low 50s, so he has time to recoup, recover. All right, I had to clarify a rule for these guys over there. I'm not for sure why they don't understand the rules. We've been playing for a whole year. Got to know the rules. All right, so here we go. Right there's look like he's doing work over here on his side of the board for team on the racks, as they desperately need this. They need this match. They need this match win to stay in. At least to have a chance to win. Oh, did it come out too far? I have to go real first on this shot. He's got to make sure if he goes real first, he doesn't get stuck behind the 14 and 15 again. And he hit it pretty good. It's not the easiest of shots. All right, he's calling it up. Pretty sure he just called the 8 ball right here. So he's got to run the 8 just like this. He's got to hit it either very low on the cue ball or very high. All right, so here we go. So Mike Deere makes a mistake here, just like Antonio did a while ago. Had his opportunity to make the A ball and missed it. And now Antonio has an opportunity to, I guess you could say, payback. So it's Antonio's turn to pay back Mike Deere for missing the 8 ball. Let's see if he can get it done. Oh, sorry guys, didn't realize that mark was still on the monitor there. Got it cleared away for you. All right, so everything looks good. The only thing I don't like leaving the 11 ball for last. Not when you have 2 balls in the middle of the table. You don't have to worry about working for position. He's probably going to use the 11 ball for last. He's got pretty good on the 15 inside. You just got to make sure you don't get anything but straight in. You don't want to leave yourself to force yourself to draw it straight back. But I think he's got just enough angle, go to the top rail and back out for the 11 and the 8 in the same pocket, which he does. And Antonio's going to pay back Mike Deere for missing the 8 ball. And that's a 14-7 win for Antonio. He's going to give them both 21 points apiece now. Tie ball game. All right, so there we go. I think if I was Mike, I probably would have tried the 8 in the side pocket rather than the corner pocket. It was a much longer and difficult shot to go that way, and there was no scratch shooting the 8 ball on the side. Dry break from Antonio, and doesn't look like Mike has anything easy. I think he can cut the 15 down the rail there, the short rail. Shoot the 3 all the way up top. I like the 15 better. Nice shot. And that pretty much opens up the whole table for Mike. If he can direct his cue ball, he's got the 10, he's got the 11. Take his pick. I like shooting the 11 since he's already perfect on it. Do a stop shot, take care of the 10 ball, take care of the 13. All right, so it looks like the only issue I see here is the 14, but if he can use the 12 ball to get to the 14, run the 14 up table, definitely got all of that ball. He might be forced to shoot the 13. Take a back cut on the 12 or an extreme cut on the 14. I like taking my chances and shooting the 13 straight in the corner. Looks like if he could just stop his rock right dead in its tracks on the 13, he might have an open shot on the 14. If not, he's going to have to be forced to draw this ball straight back for the 12 ball in the top right corner. So this is how I see it. Shoot the 13 ball here. Cue ball should stop somewhere in this vicinity. Then you shoot the 14 this way. You can just barely nudge into the 7 and shoot the 12 this way. And then come out here and shoot the 9 this way. And then you got the 8 ball. Pretty much any pocket you want. So he's going to take the extreme cut on the 14 right here. Comes up about 2 feet short. It's Antonio's turn, and he's pretty much got a wide open table. There's no balls being disrupted by anything. If there was a difficult shot on the table, I would say position-wise, it would be the 4 ball. Other than that, everything else pretty much has a pocket or two to go in for each ball. It's going to be all about knowing where your cue ball is and knowing where you want it. Okay, well, that's definitely not what he wanted to do, so now he's in a little bit of a trouble. Doesn't look like the 2 goes past the 7 in the corner, but it might. It's very close. I don't think it goes. We're fixing to find out. Let's see if Antonio can prove me wrong. All right. He definitely hit it pretty hard. Anytime you hit the ball hard, you lose your accuracy as far as when you're trying to just barely skim by another ball. It's a lot easier if you can just slow roll it and let it drift past the ball. All right, so now Mike Deere's got a small issue here with the 12 ball being tied up on the 7. So he's got the 14. He can cut in, drift his cue ball up towards the 9, or come straight across, which he does. So hold up. All right, well, he's got the 13 now. The 9 does go on the side, so if he can just let his cue ball float towards the 4, that should give him a shot. But he's still going to have an issue here with this 12 ball up underneath his arm. What the 7 ball is. All right, he hit that one real good. So now for his next trick, there's really nothing you can do here to get that ball open. Unless you slam the 8 ball into it, and then you'll be risking the 8 ball going in the pocket. So there's definitely the underhand in this deal. You're welcome. Yeah. Well, the 8 was definitely going that way. I think if he would have made the ball, the 8 probably would have hit it a lot fuller. They may have gotten a lucky shot on it. Who knows? So now Antonio's got the same scenario here. The only difference is Antonio's got a lot more balls to work with. So if I was in Antonio's shoes, I would just be pushing balls around the table and get them set up. Definitely wouldn't get them tied up, but I would get them set up. And that's not really a setup. Good shot by Mike. Not leaving Antonio anything to work with here. So he's going to be looking at playing another safety. That's another good shot. Nicely done by Antonio. Just gave Mike Deere a taste of his own medicine. And now Mike Deere's doesn't have a whole lot to work with either. Again, you just push the ball closest to a pocket as you can and use it for a setup to get your breakout, which looked like that's what he's trying to do. Well, he's getting the breakout, and he gets a nice position here on the cue ball. That's nicely done by Mike Deere. So Antonio's probably going to be safety all in on this one. Can't really see him taking a shot. But that's probably what he's going to do, just play it safe. Yep, he's calling safe. Just get some distance here away from his 12. I think he got there. Mike's definitely got the 12 ball. He's not going to be able to do much on the with the 9. He's calling safe. Looking for a timeout. All right, got a timeout. Cliff is in the house. Try to help Mike out, make the appropriate decision on what to do here. Not really a whole lot of options. All right, so you're going to play the 12. Look like you're going to try to draw the cue ball off the 6 and have a cut shot on the 9 in the same pocket. That didn't work, but he might have got away with that. Although the 9 and 12 ball is still tied up now. So naturally, Antonio's going to be playing safety here. No safety. Nice touch on the 2 ball. Straight in on the 4. They'll have the 6 or the 7. And he likes the 6 first, which that's fine too. You do a stop shot on the 6, shoot the 7, or vice versa. Stop shot on the 4, shoot the 6 or the 7. Not sure that's quite how I would have played it, but it works. Definitely going to need to get straight on the 6 ball to draw it back for the 8 and the side. It's not straight, but it might work. He's going to need to get a good roll here off the 9 ball. I don't think he got a good roll there. I don't think he can see the 8 ball. No, he sure can't. Cannot see the 8 ball. So he's going to be forced to kick at this ball. All right, here we go. Mike Deere's playing safe. It's a good shot here because the combo was definitely not wired. Oh, and he hit it really good. Hit that ball really, really good. And this should be a game winner right there. Should be. Pretty good hit there by Antonio. Mike still made the combo, which was a good shot. He needs one more good shot. It's not that difficult. It's going to be all about keeping the cue ball. It's going to be all about keeping the cue ball from the hit watch. Here we go. Long shot from Mike Deere. Last time he shot at the 8, he missed it. Let's see if we can take this one down. And he misses it. Misses it pretty good. He didn't leave anything easy for Antonio. So the only thing, I think, the biggest thing for Antonio, if he comes close to making this ball, his cue ball could scratch in that top pocket up there. So if he cuts the 8 ball here, the cue ball's naturally going to want to go this way. So you just got to hit this with a ton of inside so it spins over to the rail before it goes into the pocket. Right. So he concedes the 8 ball, ball in hand, and that's going to give Mike Deere a 14-7 win over Antonio. It gives him 35-28. All right. So we still got a good match here. No one is on the hill yet. So one more rack for Antonio. That would give him 42 points. So that would put him on the hill. One more rack for Mike would give him 47 points, and that would put him on the hill. So whoever wins this rack is going to be on the hill first. I am getting a little chilly in here, folks, so I will be right back. I'm going to go get my jacket out of the car. Pretty nice spink shot there by Mike Deere on the 3 ball. Nicely done. Another nice shot. Looks like Mike Deere here is going to get on the hill first over Antonio. Sweet shot, just a simple stop shot here. Can't ask for anything better than this. Quite a stop shot. It looked like it was from here. But I am standing about 20 feet away from the table, so I'm not always going to call it right. Nevertheless, Mike Deere is straight in on the 8. Needs to make this ball go in. Not sure what kind of stroke that was he just put on that. Funny, Mike said he accidentally hit that ball on his practice stroke. He was very fortunate to get a rail. Well, Antonio didn't get the best position on his 13, but he should be okay to go up and down. Antonio's going to make Mike pay again for missing the 8 ball. That's a 14-7 win for Antonio. We'll give him 42 points. Add 7 to 35, that's going to be 42 points. And what do you know? They're both on the hill. Trying to get that 7 ball open. Good safety right here. Just barely touched the 7. Get an opening here and doesn't leave anything for Mike to shoot. That was a really smart shot. I don't even see a ball that he can make. Maybe the 12 on the side, the left-hand side. All right, well, he tied up the 5 ball, so that should help him a little bit. And Antonio just going to get it back open and leave his cue ball there on the side rail. Oh, he just straight out played safe. That was a good shot. Doesn't help his 5 ball out any. He's gonna. I think if it were me, I think I would try to bank the 13 in front of that corner pocket over there. At least block the pocket for the 1 and the 5. Very nice shot by Antonio. All right, so Antonio's got a nice opportunity here to try to make something happen, win this match for his team. This is the 4th match, so Team Boys in the Wood is up 2-1 matches right now. So if Antonio wins this for his team, it may not be possible for Team on the Racks to even come back and win. So they'll be forced to forfeit the 5th and final match if it's not possible numbers wise to come back and win. If you need 300 points to win, they throw up a player that the best you can do is 200. There's no sense in playing the match. It's going to be a forced forfeit. Call it a day, at least for the winner's bracket of the loser. So Mike Deere carefully needs to make his decisions, play some very strategic 8 ball. Well, did leave a shot on the 5, blocked the 2 a little bit, but if he can make the 5, the cue ball is going to come right up to the 210 and maybe get some kind of shot on the 2 ball afterwards. Did run into the 2, didn't get a shot on it, but he didn't make the 5 ball either. So now Mike Deere desperately needs to get this ball rolling here. Shot for Mike Deere. Got a wide open table. Should be no reason to not get out from here. Just as I say that, Mike hits the 15 ball pretty bad. Antonio's got a back cut on the 2 in the side pocket. Got a minor back cut on the 5 ball, and he wants to call a timeout so we can get the right decisions here. Greg Woodall in the house. He's going to have them run into the 8 ball. So this might not be good, or it could be really good. All depends on how fat you hit that 8. And he didn't hit the 8 at all. But I think he still has a shot. think he's just got just enough room to go around the 10, make the 5, and come back up center table for the 8 side. Needs to keep rolling. He's already calling it, so he's got good position here. And this is going to be enough to win for Team Boys in the Wood. Takes it down. That's a win for Antonio. That was a really good match. And once again, like I said earlier, another heel thriller. They're going to crunch some numbers and see if there's even a chance, even worthwhile playing the last match. So looks like they're throwing up Jared Strange. 5th and final match. Not really for sure if there's a reason to play the 5th match. There might be. Like I said, I don't know I do believe all the matches did go heel, so they can't be up by a whole bunch, but they are going to be up. Talking about it now, trying to figure out if it's necessary to play the 5th match. All right, looks like they're conceding the match, so it is not possible. Not possible to win, so not possible to win. Just enter it as a forfeit, and Janine will take care of it on the computer. Forfeit to them. You forfeit, but they win the forfeit. Sometimes they don't do it right. I hit it right one time, and I went to go do it in the computer, and it didn't list it right. So I would just go up there and make sure that she's got the right forfeit. Just let her know that y'all forfeit the last match to them. The shizzle. Okay, we'll switch over to the secondary camera for table number 4 over there. And it looks like Jimmy Antronetta is playing. Not for sure who his opponent is. I've never seen him before. So, which I don't play here on Mondays anymore. I know the team is out of racks, Monday night racks. I know the captain. I just don't know that particular player. So, anyhow, you guys just stand by, check it out. I think I'm getting a little bit of drag here out of my live stream now. So, I think when this match gets done, I'm going to just go ahead and do a full system reboot and then start it all back up before the next round starts. So, you guys, please just kind of bear with me. We'll watch the remainder of this match, and then I'll do a full system reboot, get it back up and running before the next round of matches start. I would assume, what time is it? 12:25. So I'd assume the next round's probably going to be 1. The next round's at 2 o'clock. All right, so the next round's at 2 o'clock. But I know if the teams are here and ready to go, I'm sure they'll be willing to get started before that. I'm definitely getting some lag now. Sure what's going on with that part of it. It wasn't doing that a while ago. Check out the other camera again and see if it does the same thing. Must be just that camera. This camera seems to be working pretty good. Switch it back and see. Very strange that it's just doing it on this camera. I'll do a quick reset on it. See if that helps it any. All right, there it goes. That helped it a lot. All right, here we go. Let you guys watch this one. It's probably the fifth match or so. So it looks like Jimmy Antoinette is the stripes, shooting the 13 ball. Get positioned for the 15 up table. It's a good shot, but I think he gets a bad roll there off the, looks like the 8 ball up table. No, that was the 4 ball up table. 8 ball's closer to the middle of the table. All right, he's calling the back cut on the 15. That should send his cue ball towards the break open the 9 ball at the same time. It was really close. Well, he still kind of got the upper hand here, actually. Got the 2-6-9 tied up. In that the 15 ball is right there. Should be able to use the 15 to break open the 6-9-2 one way or another. There's a safety there. Huh? Yeah, you play on. Just be aware of the other players. All right, so I guess he didn't get a roll on that. So Jimmy has ball in hand on the 15 ball. He's going to try to slide the cue ball up the rail, get some kind of contact with this 6 ball. That should push the 9 out towards the other corner pocket. And he doesn't really hit it very hard anyways. I figured he was going to try to draw the ball into it. So now Jimmy's definitely try to figure out some kind of safety here, which is very hard to do when it comes to your opponent having 6 balls still on the table. All right, so Jimmy's calling a 1 rail bank. It's going to be a super shot if he can pull this one down. I didn't think so, but at least he's got the 9 ball open and it's close to a pocket. So it can be hard for his opponent to play safe from there. Have to try to run out now. Kind of got an awkward shot here on the 1 or the 2. So he's probably going to try to do a 2-way here. Maybe get the cue ball behind the 8, maybe. Maybe push the 1 in front of the 8, in front of the pocket at least, and use the 1 as a blocker on the 8. See what he's got in store. All right, he's calling the one ball, top right corner pocket. The eight ball. All right. Hey, did he get a good roll here off the one? No, I think he's got enough room to make this nine ball. Straight top English. Get the cue ball back to the center of the table, and he should be just fine. Maybe hit it with a touchy inside, but not much. Not bad. Not bad. All right, Jimmy Antoinetta's got a back cut on the eight. It's a small one. Shouldn't have any problem with this. Jimmy is pushing 600 now, so just as I say that, wow. So apparently Jimmy only needed the one ball, so he's already won the match. One real kick. Jimmy shouldn't have any problem making this ball. Got to make sure you don't hit it so good where you follow it in. But like I said, Jimmy says he's already won the match, so he's just collecting some bonus points. And how did he hit it, folks? Nicely done. That's going to be the match. Look at that shot one more time. Make sure you don't hit it so good where you follow it in. But like I said, Jimmy says he's already won the match, so he's just collecting some bonus points. And how did he hit it, folks? Good nicely shot done. There. All right, folks, don't forget, Lights Out Streaming is powered by No Quit Apparel. You guys get a chance to swing over to noquitapparel.com. Check out all the good stuff that Nikki Cuellar has. Team jerseys. If you can dream it, she can make it come to true life. We got the No Quit gloves in stock now, so everything's available. We have the No Quit towels. We have the No Quit hat. You guys can go to my Facebook page and scroll down. You'll see I've got a picture of just about every hat that she makes. You see something you guys like, shoot me a message with the picture, and I can get it for you just in a matter of days. I am actually here in Orlando right now, and that's where her home is, so I can pick up some stuff if she has it in stock while I'm here. The hats are $25. The towels are $15. The gloves are $20. Team jerseys vary, but I think most of her jerseys are around 55 or so. So yeah, it's Jimmy only needed one ball to win the match for the team. So the team had no chance to come back and win. So they didn't even get to finish their match. They just finished the rack, and that was enough to overtake their opponents. Anyhow, all right, guys. Stream does seem to be working a little bit better, but just to be on the safe side, I'd rather go ahead and restart it anyways. Get my computer nice and fresh, and then I'll get it back up and running. And before the next round starts, we'll be back up and running again. Last I heard was 2 p.m., but like I said, if the opponents are here and ready to play, she'll go ahead and get them started early. So let me get the reboot going here on the stream, and I will be right back. Thank you guys for tuning in, and go grab a drink or go grab some lunch or something, and come on back. We'll be ready for you. Thank you.